welcome to another episode of KMC, where we bring you maximum impact with nothing but the truth. Today I have the lovely fashion designer Vuyisa Manyana.
Yeah.
Got that right? Yeah, so basically we'll be taking you through her journey of being a fashion designer, and she will be tailoring my dress into my actual size, but we'll also show you one of the dresses that she changed into a skirt and a shirt. Well, it's the same dress, but now I just wanted a little bit smaller and not as a skirt and a shirt. So I don't know, do you introduce yourself? Am I missing something?
You're not missing anything. I think you said everything. Hi guys.
So we got the dress. Quick background check. We bought this dress a couple of months ago. This very same dress, right? And then this dress, she changed it into this. We got a place, huh? Should I try this one? Okay, that's a good idea, right? She changed it into this and a skirt. So today her job will be making this my size, right? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to try this on and show you guys how it looks like. So this is what we ended up with after changing the dress into a skirt. So firstly, before and then after. Before it became that skirt, and now we're just gonna tailor it and make it my size.
So firstly, you always have to ask, okay, what are we changing for the client? Like, where does she want us to go in? What she's unhappy with, and that's where we start. So Lanie, where would you like us to alter? What are you not happy with? Where do you want us to make the changes?
Where? Okay, cool. So I feel like it's big on the waist.
Okay.
And there's something also with the arm. That's either you make them short, and I don't know where you go hold it, but don't do it like the last time.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of at the top, maybe somewhere. But it's just the waist now. Alright. So I think
You love the length.
the length. You know the length, yeah.
The length.
It's the
It's
length.
like the side
It's the length. Well, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but not too much.
Okay, I think that's perfect.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I think that's perfect.
And here goes the pins. I don't do other needles.
She's not a fan of pins, guys. So I try my best not to.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect size.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And then there's something that happens here. I don't know why.
That you don't like.
Yeah. You see how straight the skirt becomes when it becomes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything is just tucked in nicely
Yeah.
and seamless. Got it. So you also want us to just have it like that over here. So usually I would ask her to like wear it inside out because it's so much easier to like take measurements as well, because I usually use a marker, which is like a chalk kind of thing going on. And this is a chalk marker.
So is that the marker?
Specifically for like using for fabrics when you want to mark and make
And why are we
markers.
not using it now?
We're not using it because we're working with the outside, so we never want to mess the outside.
Oh.
So the inside, we can always make all the corrections and messes and all of that. But what I like about this, it's also easy. You can easily clean it off any fabric you use on it. So for now, we're just gonna do it like this.
Hurt me all the way.
No way. No way. And then would you like it?
Yeah, a little tight on the waist. And the arms. Worry about your shoulders.
Do they have a shoulder pad?
No, they don't. So I don't know how we're going to do that.
When you include your client in things, don't ever feel like you can't ever get an opinion from your client, because they know their body and they know exactly how they want this garment to look on them. So you You're always learning. So if you always allow yourself to always learn, that's also just a fun process. And it doesn't make it like something weird or whatever. You always just want to have fun because that's why I chose this guy. Yeah, it's hard, especially. About this area because
Yeah, so now exactly. And
I can see. You tell me, ma'am.
Okay, it seems fine. We closed the boob, we fixed the leg, we fixed the arm, and then everything else is alright. So what's gonna happen now? I'm gonna change back into my clothes, and then we're gonna talk about some of the work that she has already done. Yeah, we've done the parts that needed to be done. So she's gonna keep this, and we'll take you guys through the journey on how she actually tailors all of this. And she just asked me to wear this.
Do you know a story about this?
Tell
this
me
was
the
my
story.
mother's skirt when she was like in her teens. So I turned it into a dress.
This is a skirt.
That was a skirt.
That's so. And I wouldn't have guessed.
That was a whole skirt.
And look at how nice it is. Like I wouldn't have thought. Honestly, I would not have thought. Oh, the boobs are here. This looks so cute. This looks so cute. I'm gonna try it on me. So now we tried it on with a pair of jeans.
Alright.
You know. So how was the skirt like? Did it start?
It literally, this was the waist.
The waist.
This part was the waist.
Oh, okay.
And it was probably would be that length, like a midi length on your legs.
But I like it. I like it. Before I go change, let's see the other.
So this was part of my collection, second year collection. This is like a shirt dress. And it's like asymmetrical. It has like these fluffy parts over here, and then at the back we have like pleats that are coming here. It's knife pleats. Those are called knife pleats. So like they're sharp and they're big. And then there's also this cape part looking like here, and then we dropped the shoulders as well.
And you did this?
Yes. So it was the most fun experience ever because so like the process is always, you have it in your mind and then you sketch it and then you make patterns and then you start sewing it and finding the correct
You know what
fabrics.
the other fun part is? Yeah. Is that I'm going to try it on. Oh.
It goes so well with your hairstyle. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is a shirt, right?
Yeah.
Shirt dress.
Yes,
What do you call
a
it?
shirt dress.
A shirt dress.
Yeah.
What inspired it?
So we had this brief that we were doing like construction, like deconstruction, and I didn't bring the rest of the pieces because there comes a piece that is so messy that goes over, like it's a knitwear dress like thing that goes over, and it also covers this part.
Yeah.
You know, so that,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a missing part.
Yes. But this was the best work. I just wanted to showcase this one because I really enjoyed it and I was very proud of myself doing this.
Wait, did you say you made this in school?
Yes.
Okay.
This was during like our second year collection. And it was deconstruction vibes, you know, deconstruction. You can imagine
breaking and putting back together.
Like ripped things going on and all of that. So yeah.
Okay, I love it. So I'm done being a model now. I'm back to my clothes. I'm done. So what's gonna happen now is we're gonna take you through the journey of her altering my dress. And then we're gonna have a quick talk with her on how she started and what inspired her to become a fashion designer. But for now, stay tuned for the other coming parts, and then we'll continue when she's done with my dress.
Hey guys, so we are busy altering Lanie's dress, and I've already started, so what I did was so I work inside out. So I flipped it over, mark all of the markings I had, and also mark it here in the hem where she wanted, and I measured, it's like about 3 centimeters. And then that's exactly what we're going to do with the length of the sleeve, as well as just making it a bit tighter because she didn't like the shoulders because they were too pointy. So yeah, watch me do this. I hope you can see me properly. Right. Like I said, I already started here. So we're gonna go all around the hem. It's gonna 3 centimeters up because she wants it a bit slightly shorter. So yeah, that's what I do all around. Then I'll be back to show you my next step, and I just make sure I just pin it. There you go. And pin it all around. And we're not cutting anything just as of yet, because we want to make sure that the client likes it and fits the way they wanted it to fit. So right now we're just hemming everything up 3 centimeters up, and then after that I'll show you how I do the wrist as well. I'm back. I don't know why I pointed, put the peace sign, but measured here, this is now the wrist of the sleeve, and it's about like, let's just put it on nicely and make sure there it stays like this. Let's see. This is like about 7.3, so I'll make it at least like 7.4. Yeah. And then I'll just also do it on that other side. Another way to that you won't have to actually pin this all the way down, you could just press it like with your iron. Yeah, then I'll be back and show you where we start sewing. So remember we said Lanie also wanted it to be slightly tight here so that her sleeve area does not poke like that. So we're making it tight here so that it sits nicely. That's exactly what we're measuring here, right? And we're just going to take from this access as well that we are cinching in at the waist, and that is just like about 2 centimeters. You also need to make sure that you take in is the same amount so that it's leveled and it doesn't look weird. So that is exactly what we're doing here as well. Just measuring the 2 centimeters, and you have to make sure that you go all the way there, right, so that it blends in nicely into the sleeve and it doesn't have like waves and curves and all of that. So yeah, see you right back. Change of plan. Since this dress is made that this panel is on this part of the arm and not your underarm, right? Doesn't link to the underarm. We are going to take in the access in here, right? And we're basically doing what we did on that other side, but we're basically taking it in 2 centimeters on here because of the panel. And we do that because it's gonna look like she bought it at the store. It's the right thing to do. It's not the most easiest, but it's the right thing to do. And it's going to look so much neater as well. So always gotta make the customer happy. Let's go. And then, yeah. And then I just usually use like rulers, which I'll show you. I'll be back right now. This is the ruler I use. It helps when you want to make sure that the, what do you call this? Just move it in and out evenly. Like we said, we don't want bumps and all of that, so we gotta do it properly, child. Let's go. Go. Goes in nicely there. Okay. Nice. So we've done. Don't know if you can see it. 7 centimeters up. Then I'm just gonna do it on the other side as well. It's always trial and error. Oh. We are back. So now we're sewing, right? I don't know how else to explain sewing. We are just sewing. We have the stitch length to 3.5 centimeters. We have the stitch tension to 3. And I guess you're just gonna watch me sew. I've already started. I always make sure I pin, right, so that it doesn't shift around, just so that it just is still while I sew it. I'll also show you like measurements that actually help you when you forget, you know, or you aren't quite sure of the measurements you made on with your measuring tape or measuring ruler. So yeah, I'll see you when I'm done. So guys, remember how Lanie said that she also wants it to just close up in here? So I do this with my hand needle, and what I'm just doing is I don't know if you can see it, I hope you can, is that I'm just sewing this part together so that it stays in balance, and then we'll check if it's the perfect place and it sits perfectly with her. So yeah, let me just place you somewhere so you guys don't move around, if you know what I'm saying, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, there you go. There you go.
Everybody, and welcome back. So, quick update. She did the dress, but she didn't cut it so that she'll make no mistakes. So I need to confirm first if it's the right length. And then, what else is missing? The button. Yeah, to keep the dress together. Can it be like inside? It shouldn't show on the outside.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna show.
Okay, cool. So we are making good progress, ladies and gentlemen. I love the length. I love the length of the arm.
Really?
I love the length of the arm.
Because when I measured it, I was like 7 centimeters up.
Lanie's gonna kill me.
I honestly like it. Like, okay, I feel like once you fix this, then we're good to go. So, the second fitting went pretty well, and I'm a happy child. I'm a happy child. So, before we show you photos of the final look and how it fits, let's just get an insight of how she started, what inspired you, what do you love about being a fashion designer, what are the challenges you've had to go through?
Sure, that's that's a mouthful, but I think I've always known I love fashion. So it's always just been something I enjoyed being a part of. It's that cliche story, really. I used to dress my mom and
make clothes for my dolls.
You know. But it's the truth, you know, and I always enjoyed it, and I was just like, you know what? And I was very blessed as well to have like parents who just encouraged me, like, to go for your passion, to go for your dreams. And that's exactly what my parents did. They were encouraging me. They were like, if you like it, go for it, study, see what you can do. And there's a lot in the fashion industry as well. So basically, I think it's something that I was really gifted with, to be quite honest. Like, yeah, I know, right?
It's fashion right there.
Exactly. So yeah.
But no, man, that's good. When did you realize though? Were you still in high school, or was it something you just had throughout your school years?
So like in primary, that's when I really knew about, okay, you know what, I really
and you were
like,
not gonna change
yeah,
your mind about it.
Yeah, because like I even like this is gonna sound very weird, but like I would be inspired by a lot of things, like nature, circumstances, people, what people say to me, music, and even sometimes my designs would come in dreams as well. So I'd like dream and imagine things, and I'm like, okay, I need to place this and sketch. So from primary, I used to sketch. Sketches were terrible in primary. Thank God I went to fashion school, child.
I mean, we all gotta start somewhere. It's
you
important.
know?
We all gotta start somewhere. So, what subjects would you recommend that one looks at in high school, grade 10, 11, and 12, where you have to decide which subject to choose?
I think for me, I would have really definitely went for art.
Okay.
And it's something that I didn't consider, because I think at least when you get to fashion school, you have an idea of the terminology used, you have an idea of how to sketch, you know, and you have like, you're comfortable with your own sketching, like you know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So you learn lines, you learn texture, you learn how to do that, like by sketching, and like all the nitty gritties are very helpful when you get to like fashion school, so that you don't get there and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm completely
So
thrown
would
off.
you say that that's been the hard part for you, the sketching part? Everything else has been a walk in the park.
Definitely, because when I went there, like, started sketching,
I can't even draw myself.
You know?
We don't do that. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. So after this, we're going to show you the actual final product. But I know this was not part of the plan or whatever. You mentioned something about getting inspiration from anything and everything. I'm challenging you.
Oh no!
I was about to say a pillow, but then that's not gonna work because there was a pillow challenge where people had clothes and pillows and whatever. Let's take this flower, right here.
Oh child, what is she doing?
I don't know what you're gonna make out of this, but make something, sketch something, and let us see. Come back and see what you came up with. Fashion designer.
I'm excited, I can't wait.
So yeah, thank you again for tuning in. Tune in again next Friday. Yes, before you do that, wait for the final product. See you again next Friday. Bye.